Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Hula Hoop from CZT Eva Wu. I've been looking at this one for a bit, and I finally thought, let's do it today. I was in the mood for something whimsical and relatively easy. Well, I'm always looking. Well, no, I take that back. I'm not always looking for something easy, because sometimes it's fun to have a challenge. However, sometimes those challenges get a little bit much, right? Okay, so this. Well, I know this is just me, but I had a little bit of challenge, except that I know the challenge is fixed by just letting go. All right. Oh, and I have a feeling I'm just going to draw one of these, but we'll see. All right. It starts off with two kind of curved lines, however you want them. And if you can kind of make them thicker at the bottom, a little thinner at the top, it helps. Helps, sort of. And then, actually, we're going to do an Acme hole. And I need to look at hers as I'm doing it, because I'm silly. Yeah. And it's just one of those, it doesn't matter. And for whatever reason, I just feel the need to continue to look at it. Actually, I'm going to make one of these a little bit longer. I want to have a little bit more of a slant maybe to this, or maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Just drawing an orb around there. Not thinking about it anymore, and not worrying about whether it meets up to those lines or not. Just do. This is me talking to me. And if it fits for you, if it helps, okay, good. All right, we're going to fill this in. You could fill this part in at any point, honestly. My pen just automatically started doing it, so I'm doing it. I should probably switch to the graphic one, but apparently the hand wants to do this. Okay, we'll let it. All right. And what I loved about this one is the fact that it's whimsical, and there's no, whatever happens with these orbs. But in my mind, and maybe yours does this too, it's like, oh, but I want it to look like that. Oh, just, that's what I mean about sometimes we just have to learn how to let go. All right, next we're going to put a couple more. We're going to leave some space here. And here is, here's what helps with the effect of this. We're going to go narrow here. And thicker on this side. So narrower down by the stem and wider from the Acme hole. And then we're going to aura that. Okay. Then we're going to do it again. And same idea. Closer together to here, on the stem side, and then wherever it ends up going, honestly. So let's just see where it goes. Trying not to think about it. Okay, that's neat. And then aura. When it gets too big, it's hard to just have your pen go in like a swoop. All right. Then, honestly, it is just decorating from here on out. Eva shows one example in the step out, and I did use the same thing. But go take a look at the For More Inspiration link so you can see all of the other ideas that she had. And pretty much, looking at hers, and of course you can do whatever you want, but it's this bigger part, the outer ring, that is being decorated. Oh yes, I was looking for this. Do I want to use this one? Oh, sure I do. So we're going to just follow the Eva's pattern here, because it is super cute. And I'm going ahead with a thicker pen, and we're just going to put some thick lines. Which way do I want to start? Here. I'm doing a slight curve and also being super careful not to have this go over into that other area. Okay, and then we'll come the other direction. Or kind of straight, maybe. And then we can go the other direction. All right. And then we're just going to fill it in with some lines, but leaving the little gaps for, like the shine. So I'm just going to go ahead and start right here. And you can just use your pen lightly and allow it to skip. This is another, try not to think too hard about it. And I try, sometimes it will alternate what I'm doing with the thing, although apparently the pen doesn't want to do that now. Let's see how it continues. Yeah, so sometimes like maybe I'll do a couple dots or just have it go lighter. If you get it in the same general area, it creates an interesting, that's why they call it the shine. So it's like creating a shine or something like we would normally put, or not normally, we could put in with the white charcoal. This is a little bit of extra randomness with it. And a great way to add shine to something when you're working on white or white-ish paper. Then as it gets smaller, let's see, I think down here I'm not going to worry about it, but here, and you can see already, sometimes this is one of those that I have to look away for a bit and then come back and look at it, because when you're right up close with it, even this, it's like, oh, that just looks so contrived. But just, if you have that issue, just don't finish it and then go back and look at it later. Actually, maybe I made this thick enough I could put a little... I can leave the little gap in there. See, and you can see, if you get it at least close, it just makes it look shiny. And I don't, especially with the shine, I don't think you need to be exact, because if you look at shines naturally, sometimes, a lot of times there is a bit of a, like a jagged edge on it. I don't know, I'm going to start looking at shines naturally again. I don't know, do you do that? You see something, you're like, oh, wait, let me, and you start examining like really weird things. For instance, I'm going to turn this way so I can use the little bit of the curve of the hand here. It was one year when we were doing, one year we changed the name to String of Pearls. Other than that, it's been, gems, bubbles, baubles, and more. So, just having a nice class where we talk about the bling, and it's a lot of fun. And so we were, because Rosemary, a member of our community, is just a master at the bling, and so we pick her brain and she demonstrates some things for us. And so we were talking about, like soap bubbles, and it must have been afterwards or something, because we're at my folks' house, and my brother and my nephew, and everyone's blowing bubbles, and I'm like, oh, that's a good one. So I have like a gazillion pictures of soap bubbles, just because I'm like, look at how it does that. Look at the shine on there. It doesn't have to be just a little line, and it's so funny. The things, and then all the colors in them. And so it's funny the things that we end up taking pictures of once we have been introduced to Zentangle, right? Okay, so here we have it. And like I said, you can decorate this however you wish. I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's shade this bottom part. This one kind of looks like you're looking at the underside of a mushroom. And I am going to put some around this here as well. And actually I'm thinking, I wonder what it would look like. I'm trying to picture it. You could maybe put an aura around that first hole there. But just so many places here to play and have fun. And just because Eva didn't decorate this part doesn't mean you can't. So. And those that were thinking about it, you know that anyway. Right? Like, yes, we know. We can do what we want. Yes. People like me seem to need permission. So that's why I say these things out loud, and I will say, I'm speaking to me. And just look at how neat that's turning out. Could too fill in those the double rings if you wanted to. That could look neat. Or depending on how you're decorating it, could put in maybe some stripes or something. All right. Yeah, so I'm basically putting graphite around all of the edges. Because especially here, we have enough room. And then down here, even though it's, it's darker, that kind of helps with, so it looks, there's just this, I don't know what you call it, the dimension or whatever, where it's on that, the thinner here, thicker there. Like it's turned, like it's a plant that's turned or something. I don't know. I do like to make things up. And what is so neat is, and again, taking a look at Eva's samples, oh gosh, some of these are really big on hers. And it doesn't matter the shape. Just have fun with it. Really, really cool. Yeah, I like it I like it this way. I'm thinking of something on the outside to do because it just seems like it's missing something. But you know what you can do? Oh, well, maybe I'm going to put a little graphite. We're going to go around. Yeah, it just needed, because I'm working on just this tile, I'm not making a whole piece of Zentangle work. Oh, maybe I can scribble a little bit. I'm trying to, it's nice to wipe off the Tortillion. But then sometimes you run out. That's okay. Yeah. And actually, this is something that stole from Rosemary. And, she'll do that on pieces where just, filling in. We now call this cement when you're filling in between tangles. But, yeah. Just looks neat. And you could give it some motion too if you wanted to. Just needed a little something. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, I mentioned looking at the step outs, especially Eva's, and I put that's where it says for more inspiration from the creator of the Tangle. I have some settings that it just makes it easier, so I just have certain things that are just set to for each video, and I thought, how can I word this so that way, and I was like, well, that seems to work. So that's why I call it the for more inspiration link, because that's what it is. So below those you will find my link tree, and on the link tree, if you wish to connect, I'd love to connect with you. All my social media is there, website, so if you wish to follow my blog. The blog, pretty much at this moment, it might change, probably will, at some point, when I get other things off my plate, consists of daily tangle, that's what this is, and then when I get replays for classes done and sending out, I send them out that way as well. So you can subscribe there, and subscribing here to the YouTube channel, when I do get those replays out, I share them here first, because that's where they are housed, and then I put them on the blog. And let's see, we have a wonderful Tangle Addicts community, so if you would like to be a part of it, I don't know, I think it's more than just a place to go post your stuff and look at things, because a lot of us are, a lot of them come to the classes and stuff like that. So we just have these really great relationships, and it's a nice, safe place to post your work. Everybody understands that we all come. It's not the end result. It's the journey. It's the doing of it, and we all like to celebrate just that. So, if even if you're on the group and you're watching, and you've hesitated to post, don't do that. Post away. It's just so much fun. All right, so we have that. Click that link, answer the 4 questions, and then you are in. Let's see, other things I want to highlight. Oh, for classes, speaking of classes, there are a couple links there to follow me for classes. That makes it easier, really, for you, so that way you see the class in your time zone, and then if you sign up for it, then you get reminders and stuff like that. I do have a way right now, if you really like them, and sometimes if you're not on Facebook, that's fine. The Eventbrite, because I have to do something, because not everybody is on Facebook. But sometimes there's little weird challenges. So I do have a list that I use. It's very manual. It's a spreadsheet, and then I cut and paste and put in invites right from the platform. So if you end up having a challenge with any of the platforms, just pop me an email, and there's a link to my email on the link tree, and I can put you on that list. I haven't hit the limit yet, so would love to do that. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. So come join us sometime. Oh. Well, let's see. If I was still tangling and I had done something wrong, then that siren from outside, we could have had fun with that. But I didn't. So anyway, I didn't do it. That's all I know. All right. Enough silliness. Thank you again so much for watching and having fun with me. And I wish you happy tangling.